out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It's Miller, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Taking a shot for Dell here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I'm not sure that the rules, Charles, are coming completely off. They're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Thinking about what happened
this many interceptions, that's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second and a couple. Jackson now. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do.
But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that's caught inside the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10, Downs steps away. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Hands it off out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Dobbs to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Dante Hall going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ty Law. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. Oh, some strong running. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Ty Law. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10.
Leave, bro, leave.
Now Dobbs. Complete on the crosser to Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Chiefs are going to get the football. Here's the ball will come out 2-20. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now it's Jackson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing here, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, Dobbs. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to go with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Odell Beckham with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Takedown, 44 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And now here's another interception.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he is caught. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Dante Hall, 77 yards. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive, and my goodness, another interception.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
So we've seen scored. Neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll buy some time right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Back to throw Dobbs.
Oh!
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Odell Beckham from 17 yards out.
That's
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making
Bro,
this a
don't leave, bro.
three-score game.
Leave, bro. Quit. Quit, bro.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And now the rookie's free. Still going inside the 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tank Dell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake. And he's
Quit, bro.
That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15.